Welcome to the Rise Method podcast, where we make fitness information available to everyone. I'm Steve. Let's jump in. Hey folks, just quickly, we've started making these shorter podcast episodes that you can listen to them while you're on a break from work, maybe going for a short walk or doing some meal prep. Enjoy. I want to share with you my pre-training routine. So the steps I take before I go and train. And the reason why I want to tell you this is because once you have a routine or a structure or a system to get you into the gym and get you into the training mode, to get you into that workout, then it becomes easy. So no matter how challenging it is to go and train, or how easy it is to go and train, or how excited you are to go and train, or how tired you are, no matter the environment that you're in, you have a system to get you into the gym. Now, the hardest part to actually get us into the gym is the steps from when we decide in our brain, yes, I'm going to go train, to actually physically being in the gym or in the workout or in the zone to go and actually work out. And you might have experienced this before. Like you want to go for a walk. Maybe you want to take the dog for a walk, or you want to take the kids for a walk or something like that. You want to go for a walk. The actual walking part is the easy part. The hard part is getting into the point where your shoes are on, you're at the door, and you've walked down the driveway. Once you walk down the driveway, you're like, oh, well, it's pretty easy to walk to the end of the street. It's pretty easy to walk to the end of the next street, and then, to walk down the line and then around the block, and then you're done. That's the easy part. The hard part is just getting out onto the footpath to go do your steps. Same thing with training. Once you're in the gym, your clothes are on, you maybe have your water bottle with you, you're staring at the squat rack or the bench or whatever, then the workout's easy. You're there, you're doing it, it's harder to stop the workout then than it is to just keep on going, right? So once you have a system in place, it makes it easy. And I want to share this with you today because I'm recording this in my garage and I'm standing right in front of my squat rack and I'm recording this on my device, so the audio might not be as crisp as normal. And I'm going to tell you right now, I really don't want to train. It's been a morning. The kids woke up 4 a.m. One started screaming, which woke up the other one. So it was a bit dramatic in the morning. I'm pretty tired. I've been working later at night trying to build a website, which is fun. And then, working up nice and early. One of the kids is unwell, which is causing the other one to be unwell. It's causing us to be unwell. And just if you have young kids when they're just all over you, wanting to be held all the time, it gets enough. So I don't feel like training. But what I have done is through my life, I've scheduled in times to go and work out. So my time to work out is now while the kids are asleep. So that's my opportunity. That's my time. It's scheduled in. So my first tip to you is to schedule in a time to go and train. Like I'm going to train after work, or I'm going to train at 12 o'clock, or I am meeting my friend at 2 o'clock because we are going to go for a run. So once you've scheduled that time in, great. It's in, it exists in a calendar, in a system, in something, it exists as a thing. When the number one reason that you're not going to do a workout is when you say, sometime today I'm going to do a workout, or sometime when I'm free, I'll do a workout. So the first thing is you need a time or a system to get you started. So for me, it was, all right, kids asleep, nap time, middle of the day. All right, time to go and train. Now what? Okay, that's easier said than done. All right, I've got a time, next step. So first thing I needed to do was I needed to have something to eat. So I was like, all right, I was covered in drool, covered in some lunch from my kids. Needed to get something to eat. So had some tuna and rice. That was really easy in hand. Great, tick, I've eaten something. Okay, next was time to have some pre-workout. So pre-workout is a nice routine that I have. It's a flavor kick as well as a stimulus kick. So the flavor helps to trigger my brains and the cascading effect of, all right, the flavor's in, I've got the hit, all right, I'm going to go. You might do the same thing with having a banana before you go and train, or having like a coffee. It has like a sensory experience. So my brain goes, yeah, okay, this is the precursor to training, is this process. All right, so it started in my brain. Next step, simple, I get changed. So I needed to take off my drool-covered t-shirt and put on something a little bit more appropriate to go and train. And I have got the big commute to my garage to go and train. So that was a process that took maybe 20 minutes. Eat something, pre-workout, change my clothes, walk outside, garage, here I am. Okay, so I've simplified the process of going and training where kids are asleep, I've scheduled in the time, I've had something to eat, I've had some stimulant, which is my kind of habitual routine to get me into the gym. I'm taking my big commute to the gym, and here I am. I'm in the gym. Cool. Now what? So my home gym, it's in a garage. It's a single car garage, and it's about a third of the single car garage because we've got storage and stuff, so quite small. I've got a little Google Home, plays music, so after this, I'll be playing some tunes, and I've got to get into some exercise. Now, because I really don't want to train, I'm making a deal with myself that, okay, if I just I've got a legs day, so I'm like, all right, if I just do one set of squats, one set of lunges, that's good. One set of squats, close to failure, then one set of lunges, close to failure. Okay, that's enough stimulus for my quads, quad day, tick, done. So that's how I'm preambling in my head. All right, I've only got, this very small portion of exercise to do. Then I'm thinking, okay, well, to get myself ready for some squats, what's on my program is calf raises. I do calf raises first to help me get ready for some squats, get the ankles moving. So I'm like, all right, I'll just do, a few sets of calf raises just to get my ankles moving. It's not really that hard. I might do them just as I'm listening to music, just kind of getting into the zone. All right, I've got my calf raises. Okay, cool. And then I've got my squats. Then with my squats, I'm like, all right, I've got my work. I've got to do a little bit of a warm up. I'm a bit warm for my calf raises, my normal warm up, regardless if I'm excited or tired or challenged in the gym or not. Not very complicated for me. My first exercise, let's say the squat here, I would do one set with the barbell, and usually around like 5 to 10 reps, nothing crazy, just to get into the movement of it, just with the barbell. Then I would put one plate on each side, which is about half of the load I would be lifting. And again, I'll do another set, maybe 5, 10 reps, nothing too wild. And then I move straight into my working set. So nothing complicated, no 30-minute warm-up routine where I'm doing hip circles and hip raises and banded stuff and, cardio or anything like that. Okay, I'm just doing some movements to warm my body up. So that's how I'm picturing in my mind. I'm going to do some calf raises first, just to get some blood going, get some movement going. Cool, great. That's kind of like a warm-up, sure. Then I'm going to do just one set of squats, but it probably won't turn out to be one set of squats. I know me, I'll probably end up doing my full program of squats, then probably my full program of lunges, and then I think I've got some tricep extensions at the very end. So that's a great legs day, right? As I'm talking about now, I'm like, all right, this is going to be fine. And maybe this podcast was my way to procrastinate and record for you, but when we build up the steps to go and train, that's when we kind of complicate the system. We go, well, geez, I've got to do, X, Y, Z, and then I've got to put my shoes on, and I've got to pack my bag, and then I've got to go in the car, then I've got to drive to the gym, and I've got to find a car park, and I've got to walk in. If you simplify it, where you go, okay, I'm just going to have a meal, have some hydration, which is my pre-workout. I'm going to complete my commute to the gym, and then in the gym, all right, what do I have in a block? I've got a little bit of like a preparation phase, a little bit of work, and then a little bit of fun with a bit of a tricep pump, and then I'm out of here, done. So for me, that might take 45 minutes, depending how long I stretch it out. But that system that I have is something that's just simple, repeatable, wherever I am. If I'm away from home, which isn't too often, if I'm in different locations where I'm going to gyms or wherever, it's the same system. Have something to eat, have something to drink, get into an attire that I'm ready to train, and get to the gym, and away I go. So have a system, have something in place to make it easy for you to go and train, something that you don't really have to think about too much, where you go, okay, great, I'm now in the gym, I'm ready to go, I'm ready to party. So hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will catch you in the next one.